Hi, in this video, let us know about time. So time, which is a very important activity which we observe in our daily life. So for doing any activity, we need time. Suppose different activities take different times. Some activities take very less time, whereas some activities take more time. Suppose if you want to brush your teeth, so we can brush it within less time. But if you want to travel, so it takes more time. So some of the activities take less time and some more time. And do you know some of the activities take even days and some activities take years. Suppose if you sow a seed, it takes some weeks, days, months and years to become a plant or tree. So the smallest unit of time is seconds. And if you take in terms of the calendar, so we see one day is equal to some 24 hours. How do you get 24 hours? Now if you observe the clock, we have 1 to 12 numbers on the clock. And if you observe, in a day, we get the same time 2 times. So we get 6 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the evening also. So when the clock rotates from 1 to 12, it is 12 hours. But we are getting 2 times any time. Why we are getting 2 times? Because in one day we are having 24 hours. One day we are having 24 hours. That means in one day the clock is not having 24 numbers. So it takes 2 rounds to complete one day. Why it is taking 2 rounds? Because we are having 12 numbers. That means it is half of 24 is 12 and another half of 24 is 12. 12 and 12 makes 24. That means to complete one day, the clock has to make 2 rotations. It has to go 2 rounds completely. So that we are getting 2 timings differently. 6 o'clock in the morning you will be getting and 6 o'clock in the evening you will be getting. But what is the way to differentiate the time? So how to find the time? If I tell simply 6 o'clock, come and meet me at 6 o'clock. So you will be getting confusion because 6 o'clock we will be getting 2 times. So at what 6 o'clock you should come and meet me? So I should mention. I can mention you come and meet me at 6 o'clock in the morning or you come and meet me at 6 o'clock in the evening. I should mention. But always it is difficult to tell evening, morning like that. So there is a way to divide the time according to the timings. How? So when we get up, so early morning. So the time from 12 midnight. So we will be sleeping at midnight. So the day starts at 12 midnight. So then 1 midnight, 2 early morning, 3 early morning, 4 early morning, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, 11, 12. So the time from 12 midnight to morning 6, 7, 8, 9 till noon 12 o'clock. It is called AM. It is called AM. So at what time do you get up? We get up at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock. So we can tell that I get up at 5 AM. So here 5 AM means, it is I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning because AM means it is morning. And you have to observe one thing. So the time is divided by 2 dots. And the last 2 digits are minutes and this side are hours. So it should be be divided by 2 dots. The time, the hours and minutes are separated by 2 dots. Suppose I want to go to movie at 6 o'clock in the evening. I am planning to go to a movie at 6 o'clock in the evening. So, what should I write here? It is in the evening. So, up to 12 it is AM. Not 12, up to 11:59 it is AM. 12 o'clock, afternoon 12 o'clock, we call it as noon, afternoon. 12 noon means we won't use AM or PM. For this we won't use AM or PM. So 12 noon we will call, or 12 midnight. 12 noon means it is afternoon and 12 midnight means it is midnight. So we call this like this. For these two we won't use AM or PM. So I am planning to go for a movie at 6 o'clock in the evening. So in the evening means, what do you use? Is it AM or PM? Evening. After 12 noon. After 12 noon. So you will have lunch in the school at 12:30 or 1 o'clock. So that time after 12, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and you will go from school to home in the evening. So 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. You will do homework in the evening, 8 o'clock, 9, 10, and you will sleep at 9:30 or 10. So that all the time after 12 noon, all the time till night, midnight to 12, that time is PM. So 6 o'clock in the evening means it is nothing but PM. So this is the way how to know AM and PM. So morning up to 12 it is AM. After 12 noon all the time till midnight it is PM. So what activities do we do at AM? AM means early morning. We will get up, we will brush, we will come to school, we will take breakfast, like that. The sun rises in the morning, so it is AM. The sun sets in the evening, means sunset is done at PM and sun rising is at AM, morning. So this is the way how to differentiate AM and PM. Now coming to the clock. So already I said some activities takes minutes time. Suppose if you want to blink your eyes, blinking your eyes takes seconds time. Brushing your teeth takes minutes time. So seconds are the very smallest unit. So bigger than seconds is minutes. So how many hours do you sleep at night? Do you take minutes time to sleep at night? No, we take hours time because hours are bigger units than minutes. So then days. Days means how many days if you want to go to a longer place. Suppose if you want to travel to Delhi or America or some other places by train, then we take days time to travel. So different activities take different times. Some take seconds, some take minutes, some take hours, some take days, some take weeks. So like that, observing the activity, how much time does it take is very important. So all the activities don't take the same time. So the time has different units like seconds, minutes, hours. Now let us know how to see the time in the clock and what are the hands in the clock. So if you observe the clock at your home, we have mainly two hands. Smaller hand, red hand, which moves fast, it is seconds hand. So majorly we will be having two important hands. They are, one is long hand and the other one is a short hand. So the long hand is, we call it as minutes hand. It shows the minutes. And the short hand is hours. If you observe the clock, the short hand moves very slowly. But minutes hand, it moves faster than hours hand. Now, how to tell the time? How to tell the time? So we know about hours and minutes. In 1 hour, we are having 60 minutes. Why do we have only 60 minutes? Let us see. Suppose this is a clock and we have 1 to 12 numbers in a clock. Now, suppose here I kept the hands like this. This is the short hand is at 3. So what does the short hand tells? It is hours. And the long hand tells us minutes. So if the long hand is at 12, it means there are no minutes. The minutes are 0. Okay. Now where is the short hand? I already said that the last two digits are minutes and these are hours. So it is, the shorthand is at 3. So the time is 3 o'clock. It is exactly 3 o'clock. So you can write time in different ways. You can write 3 o'clock or you can write 3 o'clock. So these are the different ways to write the time. So you can write 3 o'clock like this, or 3 o'clock like this you can write. But if I ask you to write using AM and PM, according to that, if it is evening, you will write 3 PM. If it is early morning, you will write 3 AM. That is the way how to use AM and PM. Suppose if I keep the long hand at 5, number 5 I am keeping. So if I keep the long hand at 5, this short hand is between 3 and 4. It is between 3 and 4. Now we will see why I kept 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 like this beside those numbers. Suppose if the long hand is at 5, does it mean it is 5 minutes? Because long hand shows minutes. So if the long hand is at 5, does it mean 5 minutes? No. Why? Because if you observe the small, this one, dots in the clock. So for number and number, between the number and number, we are having these small dots. So the clock starts from here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if the long hand is at 1 means it is 5 minutes. This is 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes. And if it comes, the long hand, if it comes at 2, it is 10 minutes. Now again 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15 means the long hand should be at 3. So you should be very careful. If it is at 3, it doesn't mean 3 minutes. Because here we are having dots. In between we are having these small lines. So you have to multiply it by 5. So here we are having 5. So 1 into 5, 5. And again from here, 2 into, from 12 to 2 we are having 10. So 10 lines. So each time we have to multiply by 5. So here 1 into 5, 5, 2 into 5, 10, 3 into 5, 10, 4 into 5, 20. Why we are only multiplying with 10, 5? Because the number of lines between each number are 5. So we are multiplying with 5. Now, so if the long hand is at 5, how many minutes do you get? 25 minutes. Now, the short hand is between 3 and 4. Means the short hand is going to 4. Means the time is still at 3 only. So, the time is 3 and you have to keep 2 dots and here you have to write the minutes. How many minutes are here? 25. So, what time is this clock showing? It is 3:25. So, you can see this in this clock also. So, I have to keep 3:25. So, 3 means it is, so the short hand should come at 3. See, I am moving. See the short hand and long hand. Now, I am keeping at 3. Now, it is at 2 only. The short hand is between 2 and 3. So, we should get 3 o'clock. Means it should, the short hand should be at 3 or more than 3. Now, I am moving. See, 3. It is exactly 3. If I keep like this, 3, 5. If I keep at 2, 3:10, 3:15, 3:20 and I want 3:25. 25 means 5 5s are 25. So, the long hand is at 5. Now, what is the time? It is 3:25. Now, you observe the short hand. It is between 3 and 4 and the long hand is at 5. Now, you observe 3:30 means 30. 5 6 are 30 means the long hand is at 6. 3:30, 3:35. If it is at 7, the long hand is at 7, 3:35. 4:40. If it is at 8, 40. 45, 3:45. 3:50, 3:55, and when it comes exactly to 12, see the short hand, it is exactly at 4 and the long hand is exactly at 12. So this is 4 o'clock. And the thing is, when the long hand is moving very slowly, the short hand is also moving. You observe the short hand. If it is at 4:15, if it is exactly at 4 means the short hand is exactly at 4. But if it is at 4:15 means the short hand is also moving very slowly. So each time you see the long hand at what number it is and multiply by 5 if you don't know. So if it is at 3, 3 5s are 15. If the long hand is at 6, 6 5s are 30 minutes. So like this you have to see the clock and tell the time. Now, so that's why, see here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That means when the short hand is moving like this, see, when the short hand, from here it is starting like this, like this, like this. It is going like this till to complete 1 hour. So, to complete 1 hour, how many dots it is moving? 60 dots. So, the long hand is making 60 minutes. So, 60 minutes is nothing but it is from 4 to 5, it is 1 hour. So, it is 1 hour is 60 minutes. That's why we got 1 hour as 60 minutes. So, the long hand, it goes like this. Completely it takes one rotation. So, if the long hand completes one rotation, it is 60 minutes. So, if the long hand completes 60 minutes, it is nothing but the time is 1 hour. 1 hour is completed. So, 1 hour is, we get 60 minutes. Now, can you tell the time like this? So, here I am asking the time like this. What is the time after 3 hours? So, now the time is 3:25. Now the time is 3:25. What will be the time after 3 hours? After 3 hours means you should add it. How many hours you should add? 3 hours you should add. That means here you can add 3 hours because I am asking only 3 hours. Minutes I didn't give. So, here you can keep like this. So, what will be the time? It is 6:25. So, the time after 3 hours for 3:25 is 6:25. Then, what is the before time? 2 hours before this time. Suppose the time is 3:25. What is the time before 2 hours? Before means you should go back. Go back means it is nothing but subtraction. Means you have to subtract 2 hours. Now if you subtract 2 hours, what will be the time? 1:25. So, time before 2 hours. Suppose if the time is 3:25 now, 3 hours after, it is 6:25. The time will be 6:25. Suppose if the time is 3:25, 2 hours back I was in the movie. So at what time I was in the movie? I was in the movie at 1:25. So you have to check. By seeing the present time, you can go backward or forward and you can tell. Suppose if you want to take 1 hour to complete your homework. Now the time is 3:30. So you need 1 hour to make any homework. So at what time you will complete your homework? You can complete your homework. Now it is 3:30 plus 1 hour you need to do your homework. So 3:30 plus 1 hour, it is 4:30. So you can complete your homework at 4:30. Like that, by using this addition or subtraction, you can find the time before the given time or after the given time. And this is the way how to identify the time on the clock. And you have to know why 1 hour is 60 minutes, and you also should observe the things around you which take days time. Suppose if it is a small one, we can build any one in days. If it is a big building, we can complete it in months. But if it is a big apartment, it takes years time. So the time is, you should observe what activity takes what time. So time means it is not only the simple clock, children. It is nothing but days, months, years, weeks, all these come under time. So this is the way how to identify and how to tell the time. and use AM and PM. Thank you.